Resident Evil is not an easy game to play and talk at the same time, I find. Because there's a lot to consider, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of the puzzles as well. Few tricky ones on this game, actually. I've got the majority saved down in a document, because obviously I don't want to be spending ages on puzzles whilst I record. And sometimes my game crashes here. No sweat, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just open up the console. You know the old PS2 console, the big one? The original PlayStation 2 console. Did it turn off and reset when you opened like the disc tray? I think it did. That wouldn't be so good for me, would it? But this doesn't, so you can just open it up and there you have it, it continues. Basically, Brad's dead. It skips that cutscene for me. Now you can fight with a monster and you search Brad and he's got this card on him, but I've got the combinations of the document so I'm just going to ignore Nemesis and go in here. Now I want to talk about Nemesis himself, and if you listen closely here you can hear his theme. Whenever you hear that, you know it's serious business, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make a triple herb here, the equivalent of an aid spray. I will not be using these very easily. I'll be saving these for Nemesis battles and other such big battles as well later in the game. But yeah, listen to that music now. Look at the doors there. First time you play the game, especially when I was like 9 years old, this was pretty intense. And what an experience! What an interesting thing to do from Capcom, to put an enemy in the game whilst there's so many other things going on. You don't necessarily need the stars card, believe me. If you've got the combinations, that is. If I got that card from Brad, that's where you would go to put that in. But there is another way of getting it, I'll speak about that in a minute. Resident Evil 2 music here. A lot of things I want to speak about in this game. Whoa, running zombie! Woohoo! Wow, see that, guys? I think you did. I had that zombie on the floor, and as soon as the game knew that the zombie on the floor was coming at me, the other one ran. Not very far. There's Mr. Marvin Branner. Well, we all know his fate. And if you don't, then watch me RE2 playthrough. But yeah, the running zombies on this game. Woohoo! Shit you up, man. Blue gem. Why, yes, you will need that later in the game. Now, there are 4 combinations here. If you used a card on the computer before, you'll know it. I'm going for the most obvious one. Sorry, the most common one, I should say, which is 4011. Phew! And it is. There are 4 combinations. Sometimes the game mixes it up, but thankfully it's given me the most common one. But yeah, man, Nemesis just keeps chasing you through the game. It's a pretty unique experience even now, 14 years on since this game was released. And the fact of the matter is, it's a pain in the backside to get rid of and kill. Oh, he's still alive? Damn it. Shotgun is quite powerful in this game. I know it always is, but I'd say it's at its most powerful in this game. The default shotgun, that is. On Code Veronica X, it's actually quite weak. You can't even get headshots on the zombies on that game. It sucks. Let's just take Dave's memo. And I think there should be some gunpowder here. There is. As you can probably see, I'm running low on shotgun shells at the moment, which is absolutely fine. I am going to put the blue gem back. Just create 15 handgun bullets. Just a little bit of a top up. I really love the inclusion of the gunpowder tool on this. The only Resident Evil game in which it exists, I think. Let's stack some of these herbs away. And we're ready to move on, ladies and gentlemen. I always like leaving one zombie on its own like that. Right, now up here you will see the fat zombie. I hope the fat zombie is right in front of me, because if not, this is quite hard to manoeuvre around them all. Oh god, it's giving me the difficult one. Right, let me try and kill these two. Kill two birds with one stone here. Yes! Right, one of these zombies will be the runner. Sometimes it's the fat one. It's the fat one! You fat bastard. But yeah, it's a little tricky there. Thankfully, I managed to get a double headshot with one shotgun shell. I see people complete these games and try and dodge all the zombies to show that there's some kind of, you know, Resident Evil master. That's not my style. I'm not great at dodging the zombies. Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, in here, it's random. It can be the Magnum, it can be the the grenade launcher. Wish it was a rocket launcher. You complete the game, and you get an aid spray. There is an aid spray in there, if you wish to get it. Also a fax from Kendo Gun Shop there, which you go in at the beginning of Resident Evil 2. The owner of the Kendo Gun Shop was originally meant to be one of the main characters in the game before they scrapped the original idea for what the game was meant to be. And basically that radio transmission was a gentleman called Carlos Oliveira. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, he was searching for people who are still alive. Now, there's not many, but we will see him later on. Goodness me, I've been doing this playthrough for 25 minutes and already my throat's sucked in from talking. It only happens when you're doing walkthroughs or playthroughs or whatnot, or just videos for YouTube. Oh, I think it's made the fat zombie. Hey, the fat zombie disappeared. Maybe he went for a bite to eat. By the way, I just heard some glass smashing. And I can hear the Nemesis theme in the background. Goodness me, we're not going to get one of the most iconic scenes in video gaming history, are we? Oh, I think we are. Do one. He's got his rocket launcher now. You want to be avoiding that, needless to say. Now, there are certain parts of this game when Nemesis chases you which scare me, even though I know I can escape him. And this is one of this room here. Because if you don't kill the zombies in this room, then you'd think, after playing Resident Evil 2, that those zombies wouldn't be in the room. But on this, they are still in the room, and basically, they can get in your way and make it harder to get rid of Nemesis. Oh! I always think he's going to catch me though, because I'm walking into a few, like, tables and chairs and whatnot. And right now, the first time you play the game, at this section here, you think he's coming. But the thing is, with the pre-rendered graphics, he cannot come out of that door now, because it's not in the capabilities of the graphics. Jill is the only moving object there. The only time he still can't come out. That's when he can come out, because it's not showing the door that he's coming out of. And once you realise that, you can kind of guess where and when an enemy is going to spawn from, sometimes. It's good fun playing this game on easy mode with all the weapons. It's a different kind of experience, obviously. It's nowhere near as difficult, but if you're playing the game for the first time, enjoy it on easy mode instead of hard mode first, possibly. I think I did, to be fair. Although I was 9 years old and 6 years too young to be playing this game. Hey. Oh, you see that, ladies and gentlemen? You see that enemy in the back? That is basically the Resident Evil 3 version of the liquor. I don't even know what they're called. They're not that difficult. I mainly just avoid them. I think you should do the same. When you compare them to the Hunters though, or the Chimeras off the first game, they really are a breeze to deal with. Oh man! 3 green herbs? Now, the last time I completed this game on easy, there weren't 3 herbs there. But now there are. And that's because a location later in the game, which last had 3 green herbs, this time it won't. I love that random element of the game, it keeps it interesting. Two blue herbs there, as you can see. The thing is, there aren't many things that can poison you on this game, so I'm going to leave them. And now, I'm going to run, because the dogs. Right, if you go to the left here, there will be Gunpowder B. And that's why I'm risking a bite from the doggies, because it's well worth it to get the Gunpowder B. Oh, goodness gracious. Hate the dogs. Hate them with a passion. And there's more of them here. But I won't be avoiding these ones. Right, I'm running because, I'll tell you why I'm running. Once they're in different directions, the dogs, it becomes a little bit annoying. Got over 100 handgun bullets. Why are they not dying? What the f... Always been more of a cat person, ladies and gentlemen. Do one. Bloody hell. Tell you what, they take quite a few bullets. You'll have to come back here. My inventory is full. But there's a cable in the truck which you will need. Even though you don't know it yet. So we've got more handgun bullets. My goodness, I've got a lot. But the fact of the matter is, I haven't got much ammo from any other weapons, so nevertheless we've got A and B. Let's put this triple herb in the box. Let's get out the old reloading tool here. Oh, nearly made a mistake there. Sometimes I do that. That's me in a nutshell, to be perfectly honest. I jump in and make a mistake. Right, so now you've got 2 C's. You want 1 more C now, which is an A and B, and you will get 24 Magnum bullets. You are going to want them, ladies and gentlemen. I assure you. So we've already got an A, we just need a B. Keep the lockpick out, I'd suggest. Trying to think where we are. I could do with shotgun bullets, to be honest. Anything in here?